Okay, this is part 4 in this windowsill restoration. I had made a slight change in my approach, and I did remove all of the unsound wood to a point. I tried to keep a certain amount on the ends to define the boundaries of the repair. But I decided that the windowsill, since it's essentially going to see heavy water use, and it's essentially invisible, so the repair does not have to be perfect in terms of following the original shape. It should just have to be watertight in order to preserve the windowsill. Nobody can see this windowsill from the outside, for example. Nobody inside the room is really interested in looking at the windowsill. So what I'm looking for is, I just want it to slope down, away. I filled up the cavity below with insulation. It's filled with insulation anyway, but I packed it a little bit so I can have a little base underneath with which to place the material against, so otherwise there'd be a cavity there. I put a little of this Tyvek down here because there was a break in the this flashing material. What do they call that? Paper, type of paper. But I put this on the two sides and I ran it underneath the windowsills, basically so that it would shed water. Okay. Now I have mixed up the two-part epoxy. I'm waiting 5 to 10 minutes for the woodepox, the liquid wood rather, to set. And then I'm going to apply this, and then I will be applying the woodepox. And I'll use pause and try to show you, see how it goes here. Okay, I'll go with pause. Okay, I've applied the liquid wood liberally over the entire area of where it was rotted, and now I'm going to mix up the solid component and work that in. Okay, I put on the woodepox. I mix it up in a plastic bag. They said to use rubber gloves. I didn't happen to have a pair with me right now, so mostly I put it on with my hands and then just washed my hands off. It was a lot relatively to do in one stretch. I was considering dividing it up and just doing half. It's slightly more work. Otherwise, the working time of a half an hour, you start to run into that. It gets kind of sticks more. It's hard. It's not as workable. But anyway, I decided to go for it because I didn't want to mix up two batches. Take more time, and I got it all down. Now, next step is going to be to sand it. If there was, I could obviously sand it and then still patch it again on a second pass and make it more uniform. I'll just have to see how the sanding goes. But I would say it's probably going to be acceptable because, like I said, all I'm really looking for is a windowsill that slopes away so the water will run off. And anyway, that's it for this part. Okay.